I love that when the note comes up and it says go live, you are live. And what I've learned is I want to go live on Instagram. I have to just press to go live and that takes a minute. So just bear with me as I am going live on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay, I'm back. It's Wednesday and I've been doing this now this is the third day. Hi, Joyce. Good to see you here. This is the third day that I've been going live. Now, on my program or on any, challenge that we might set ourselves, the third day, the first day is like, wow, I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to do it now. And the second day is like, yeah, I'm showing up today and I'm being really good and I'm doing it. And the third day is like, I could skip this day. I could just not do it. But here's the thing, you see, you know, I was writing this morning about discipline. And discipline means showing up every day for yourself. So that's why I'm here. Not taking on more than you can handle. So that's why I said I'm only doing it for a week. um, but this is the thing, you see. We make these things too big for our brains and we feel we can't do it. So we don't. And if it's too big for our head and we show up on the first day and the second day, the third day, is that what they call it? The hump day, Wednesday, hump day. So I'm here, I showed up. And it's really great to see some of you showing up here too. And it's lovely actually to watch the replays doing the rounds. And I've been getting lots of great comments on the replays. So what I want to do today is continue from the last couple of days with the energy healing exercise that we've been doing. So if you haven't watched the other two, and this is a replay, you might want to find day 1 and day 2. This is day 3. But I'm going to start right from the beginning because when you go and you do a daily spiritual practice, you could be doing anything. You're involved in anything. It's like, oh, I want to do my daily spiritual practice. Now, what reminds you to do it is how good you feel after you've done it, right? Well, that's hopefully the case anyway. But you can set an alarm on your phone and condition yourself every day, 10:30, every day, 11 o'clock, 11 minutes past 11. That's a really good time of day to do a spiritual practice. So you go, oh yeah, it's time to do my spiritual practice. So let's just come in as a group. I would say, yes, it's time to do our spiritual practice. So I'm going to use my fork. And this is the one I've chosen for today. It's Lemurian 3. It probably doesn't mean anything, but when I start to play it, you'll hear it. This is the bringing your awareness into the moment tone. Bringing your awareness into the moment. Now, your daily spiritual practice can be the same every day. But if you're doing it out of habit and you're just kind of half-heartedly doing it and you're not paying attention to it, then what's the point? Because you're going through the motions, you're doing it on autopilot, and autopilot doesn't really get the job done. You need to be fully present to yourself. So let's take a moment now and call our energy back in, which is what we've done the last couple of days. When you show up every day and ask your energy to come back, it starts to take you a little bit more seriously than if you only do it once or twice and then forget to do it or not bothered to do it. So my energy, and you can do this with me, right? Anywhere my energy is, that this physical body is not, please come back right here to this moment right now. Calling in your energy. It's like banging the drum or shouting to the kids, time for dinner, come in the house. Anywhere my energy is, come back to me now. I'm calling all my energy back to me now. And you can again see the unhooking, which is what we did the other day. So your energy could be really hooked in or sucked in. I'll bet you if this is your third day in a row doing this, that it slips away a little bit easier this time because it knows you mean it. So see your energy unhooking from this and coming back to you, unhooking from this and coming back to you. Here's the main culprit, the phone, unhooking from the phone and coming back to you. Unhooking from the argument, coming back to you. Unhooking from the TV show, coming back to you. Slow down and breathe. I bring myself into the present moment. Now you can do that with a mudra, or you can just use the power of your will. And as there's more and more of your energy coming back to you, guess what? Your will has more and more power. So I'm becoming more aware of my body. You can see I shifted in my chair because as more of my energy comes in, and I'm hoping this is happening to you, you're realizing, oh, my shoulders are stiff. I'm not really comfortable the way I'm sitting in the chair, so get comfortable. And let's do this really deeply now, because I did talk a lot the last couple of videos. So do this with me, feeling your energy coming in to the space where you are. And again, coming down like little feathers from the sky, or, Ginny Joes is what we call them in Ireland, when you blow on the dandelion and there's all the bits of seeds and everything, or the little parachutes coming in, or sparkle dust. And you get brighter and brighter and brighter because you're bringing your awareness into you and you go, I am here. Now, I think we did this on one of the early days, or if you're not feeling like you're in your body, you might be floating around outside of your body. So gather all of that as a big ball of light and then move it from wherever it is outside of you with your imagination to over your head. So I'm sitting back so you can see. So you're over your own head. So your awareness, the focus of your awareness, or the locus of evaluation is another word for it, is over your head now. Are you feeling more solid? Just being more present with your body as you breathe and let it drop into you. Now, so many people feel the difference when their focus or the locus of evaluation is in their head. This is you. This is where you are. This is, the center point from which you evaluate everything in your world. Bringing it into your head, and we just breathe and imagining your eyes are getting brighter, your ears are getting sharper, your mind. And I'm going to play another fork here to help you all get in. There we go. Bringing your energies into yourself. And you can get yourself tuning forks if it helps you, or rub your hands together. What it really is every time you do this, you get more power filled, more powerful. You're coming into your face, into the throat and the jaw. And maybe for the first time, you realize you're holding your jaw tight. I hope to don't pick one of those for the thumbnail of this video, because it looks a bit weird. You need to stretch your jaw and relax. Soften the shoulders. Rotate. Bringing that awareness down now into your chest and your heart. Does that feel different? Feet flat on the ground, breathing and expanding your energy. We're going to go down further, bringing that awareness, that beautiful ball of light that is you, to just above your belly button. We didn't go this far the last day. So let's try it now as you soften your stomach. Slowly coming down your body. And you feel your hands on your tummy. I could stand up and show you hands on your tummy. And here's something really interesting. You are in your hands. See, can you do this with me? All right. Your awareness is in your hands pressing on your tummy. So you're going to feel your clothing or your fabric. But then bring your awareness into your tummy. So you're feeling your hands pressing on your tummy. Do you know the difference? Right. So I'm now in my tummy and I can feel my hands pressing. And now I am in my hands and I can feel my tummy, because you're both. And that really brings your awareness deeper into your body. And then just sit with it. Sit with it. And as you breathe, belly breathe, right? So you're breathing in through your belly, getting softer. Your belly comes out before your chest. I know it takes practice, But when you're not anxious, and if you are anxious, yesterday's video has a lot of information about anxiety. When you're anxious, you're breathing up here. When you're relaxed, you come down to the belly, breathing from the belly. So do 2 breaths from the belly. And this stuff is really easy to do. You just have to listen to me talking about it is what makes it feel a little more complicated. But all you're doing is you're just bringing yourself into your body all the way down and into your belly and breathing. And feeling your feet flat on the ground. Now, because of the book, we're going to go into the exercise and do the bit we didn't do yesterday. So I'm opening it up. And again, this exercise is called awareness. Okay. Awareness. Now, what we did do the first day was we checked our energy field. Oops. How our aura was doing was the rips and tears. And we do that in our imagination. So bringing that light through your body, opening your body, turning your hands outwards, feeling that your energy field is smooth and soft. Might be a little bit scratchy. Was somebody screaming at you and you're still holding that scream in your body? It's like shock. You can have a layer of shock in your energy field. You just smooth it out and go, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And you just smooth out your whole energy field. And then bring yourself back in and breathe. Now, it's interesting that scream came up for me today because we're going to add another bit onto this exercise, which is this. If somebody else's energy is in your energy field, it's time to let that go. So just take a minute and ask yourself, as you've come in, as you've calmed down, and I'm going to do another fork here for the calming down fork. Doesn't that feel better? Is somebody else's energy in my energy field? So just take a minute and maybe their face or a knowing will come into your mind. You can go, okay, that makes sense. There's a scratchiness here. That's a scream, and I know who that's from, right? There's all these kind of things. There's somebody's anger. They're angry, and I sucked up some of that. So it's time to clean it up. So in the case of things like anger, or someone just threw something at you, you can imagine you've got a janitor mop and bucket, and you're cleaning it off, you're squeezing it out, and you're pushing it out of your field. So see if that can work. Allow yourself to visualize what their energy looks like. What you might want to do is just open a little hole in your auric field and just blow it right out of there. And then close and seal it up and say, thank you very much, but I'm not going to carry that. I'm not going to carry that anymore. I'm not your sponge for your emotional energy. So if you remember from yesterday, you are not the emotions. And I'm going to say the emotions because they're not all necessarily your emotions. You are the one experiencing the emotions. And, I'm choosing not to experience anybody else's emotions because they weren't for me. So open the window and all the moths fly out, right? You can do that and see, how do you feel? Closing the window again, sealing yourself up. Oh, I feel a lot lighter. I hope you're feeling lighter. And again, just to let you know, on this live, you could, comments from Facebook and YouTube I can see. Unfortunately, I cannot see them from Instagram, but that's just the way things go. Feeling lighter because I'm no longer carrying anybody else's emotions. So Yannicka, I'm going to share. She just ordered my book. Thank you very much. I hope you love it. And just to say with the book, this is where you can get the book, the Bootcamp book, and it's got all the exercises in it. And it's also got the QR codes. So look at this. These are 4 different, guided meditations with me talking you through the work, and also videos that you can watch. And look, here's a prayer. So just imagine that you have cleaned out your energy field and you still have these negative thoughts. So you can say the prayer and get rid of the negative thoughts. So there's the link, and the link is also below. So what else were we going to do today? Yes. Notice if there's anything else in your field that should not be there. So Joyce says now she's feeling lightheaded. So thank you for telling me that. Allow your energy field to reveal what's in there that doesn't belong to you anymore. Or here's the thing, allow it to show you what you're still holding on to that you no longer need to hold on to. This could be something really old. And it could come to you in a different image. So it could be like a treasure box. It could be like a piece of coal or a bin, like a skip with rubbish in it. So if it's a skip with rubbish in it, you can burn it in your mind's eye. Say, no, don't need that anymore. And what happens is you expand because you get lighter. Now, as Joyce has mentioned, getting lightheaded, which is really important, it's time for grounding. So we're nearly at the end of the exercise. So what have we done? Just to recap, we've called our energy back in, we've expanded, and we've come into the body so that we can feel what we're feeling, right? We've expanded again. And then we've brought our life force energy through our hands and smooth the aura. Now I'm going to just give you a hint. Right down here is where most of the holes are, down around this area here. Your lower back. If you had a tail, that would be where it is, because people come around behind you and they hook into you there because they think you're not paying attention. So if you did do smoothing of your aura and you didn't smooth behind you or your lower back or your pelvis area, do it now. Just feel, oh, I feel different after you do that. And then you have to do that regularly, right? So we did that, brought ourselves into our tummy and felt what it felt like to be in our bodies. And then we recognized if there was any body's energy in our field and we could get them to leave. I have a lovely visualization for you for that. It's like a bouncer, that you can have a bouncer in your field, gently escorting them out of your field so that they're not there anymore, and then you seal it up. So Donna says, that's exactly where the hole in my auric field was. I'm really glad you said that. So yeah, so we need to make sure that we're all clear there. And then what we do for grounding. Now I've noticed, because I've been doing this for a very long time, I've noticed that some days I really want to ground myself into the earth, Mother Earth, Mama Earth, feels so good. And other days I just don't want to. Other days I don't feel like I can. So you can ground yourself into another planet. Yeah, you can ground yourself into the present moment through the heart. You can ground yourself to a power center that's about an arm's length below your feet, called the Earth Star Chakra. Now, this might be new to some of you. Okay, just sit with what feels right. Do you want to ground into your own power center below your feet in the earth? Do you want to ground into Mother Earth? Do you want to visualize a mountain or an ocean where you love, where you feel safe every time you're there? And you can put an anchor into that. We could do more anchoring tomorrow, but just by even recognizing, I love that mountain, oh, then you feel more present and you're here. So feeling your awareness moving through the body, through the legs, through the knees, down the shins, the calves, the feet, and through and into wherever you've chosen. So into the Earth Star, into the earth. Yes, you can send a lasso of yourself over to Mercury, Venus, Neptune, Mars, Sirius, whichever star feels appropriate to you. But don't do it just to be cool. Okay, do it because it feels like the right place for you for today. This is why I'm telling you, you cannot do a daily spiritual practice by rote, by heart, because you need to pay attention. You go, oh, yesterday I was grounding into Neptune and today it doesn't feel right. So I'm going to pull myself right back here and I'm going to ground into the mountain that I used to hang out with, when I was a child. Or I'm going to just do it to my own backyard in the garden or a tree. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? So this is you. This is your process. You are in control. So we're going to do one more thing before we leave the process for today. And we've already done it before. So you're grounded and you're cleansed. We're going to go up and connect to a source of beautiful healing energy that's above your head. Now, you could imagine it's the sun, or you could imagine it's the grand central sun, or you could just imagine it's just coming from the sky. Okay? Visualizing, allowing this healing energy to come down. Okay, I'm a healer, I'm facilitating this. So if you can't get it, just say yes, whisper softly, even if this is the replay. And, me and my guides and your angels, your guides, and we could talk more about that in another day, will come and help connect you. And breathe the healing light into your body. You ready? And breathe out and relax. So we're breathing in healing. And we're breathing out stress. And we're breathing in healing. And we're breathing out stiffness. What would you like to breathe out? Emotional pain. You could be grieving. You breathe out some of the heaviness around that. It doesn't stop the process of grieving, but it makes it lighter for you. Breathing in and breathing out. And it could be soft, gentle breaths, or you could be like really strong, powerful breaths. But I find if I do the really strong, powerful ones, I get lightheaded and I don't enjoy that. So again, everybody has a different body. Everybody's energy body is different. So what feels right for you? Breathing in through the top of your head and down your body and out through your feet. Let's just do one more breath together. And if you're enjoying the breathing, you can keep going with it. That's fine. Breathing in and expanding and letting go. And now just sit. Let's just sit just for a few seconds together in silence. How does that feel? When I just said in silence and I went silent there just for a few seconds, an alarm went off near me. Now, I don't think you picked up the sound of that. But when you're silent, what you're doing is you're shifting. Your energy is shifting. And there's always going to be something pushing back against that. So you have to be the one to hold that frequency and then let it go. This is why we raise our vibration. We raise our vibration and we impact our environment, everything around us. And yes, there can be kickbacks. There can be people kicking off, as they say, or getting upset with you because they like to be heavy and slow, and they like you to be heavy and slow too. And when you're not, when you're light and you're bright and you're expanded, you can make people mad. Because why? You're showing them what they're not doing. I get that a lot. So if you want to have a few comments, I'll just hang around for another minute, but that's the exercise for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It's from the book, which you can get. And I was just saying to a friend there how important it is for us to disconnect and reconnect to ourselves. And that's why this is only available in paperback. I did not make this into a Kindle on purpose, because if it's a Kindle, I know that some of you will put it on your phone. And then when I say to you in the instructions, make a safe, quiet space, you'll be reading this on your phone. Oh yeah, but I have to check Facebook. I have to check YouTube. I have to check. And then you won't be giving yourself the time that you need, because your presence, your awareness, your focus, what you choose, you can't put money on that, and that's the most precious thing that you have. So here's Terry. I'm going to talk about Terry's, that's the wrong one. Terry's comment. Sitting in silence feels almost foreign to me. I need to work on that. So I'm going to say to you that if you have other people's thought forms, other people's scratchiness in your energy field, when you're sitting in silence, you're actually not sitting in silence, right? Because you're sitting in the soup of the energy of you that you haven't cleaned out. This is why so many people have the radio on in the car, driving home, turn on the television. So many people have TVs around their bed, can't settle down. I've got to be watching this, listening to this, doing that, because they can't sit in silence, because they're not, then all the little talkies, and, people still have demons and angels, and you can hear them talking to you, and you can hear your mom telling you what to do, even though you're 53, So this is why we sit, we pull ourselves in, we expand, and then we clean, clean, clean. So I'm going to say to anybody who has trouble sitting in silence, spend a week every day for 10 minutes cleaning out your energy field. Clean out your field. Don't worry about sitting in silence. Don't worry about anything. The anxiety and the worry that you're feeling might not even be yours. It's the talking, talking, talking. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. And you know what happens when you do that? When you're sitting there and you're clear and you're clean, then you can hear your gut bacteria, because you're eating too much sugar. And it's like, oh, you need sugar. You're hungry. You have to. There's so many voices. There's so much to you. You are a complete cosmology of energies. And if you are not in the driving seat of you will never be the master of your life. And being the master of your life means you get to choose. So you can have beautiful music, and you can truly listen to that music and not be distracted by all these other things that want your attention. And you can also not sabotage yourself, because you don't want to sit in all of these voices. So you keep distracting yourself. So bringing it in, I want to end this video on a calm note, right? Ending on a calm note. I am not my emotions. I am experiencing the emotions. I am here. I am safe. And if that's the voice that you choose to listen to, it is in you as well. You just need to find it. And like a very messy, cluttered room, you have to do a clear out of everything you don't need anymore, of anything that anybody threw in there that you think is yours, so that you can remember who you are. And that's what my work is all about. Every single book that I write, any video that I do, is all here to remind you of who you are and what you're not. You're not the crap. You are amazing. You're amazing. And I will see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock for Thursday's live stream. And please do, if you enjoyed this, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me another comment. And maybe you'd like to come to the live on Friday, because I'm going to do an Ask Me Anything Q&A. And I'm open for anything, as long as it's not political and about healing. Okay, I have to say that. So it's been wonderful, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Okay.